Hello, my name is Jonathan Cruz, and I'm a product marketer here at Emerson Test and Measurement. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can use subsequences in order to organize and reuse test code logic within TestStand. So the way subsequences work in TestStand is very similar to how you would use a function call within a traditional text-based language or sub-VI within LabVIEW. These are essentially ways of taking your code logic and putting it into a sub-function that you can call at any point within your greater code structure. So similar to that, we can do that with test code logic steps within TestStand. And here I have a mobile device test sequence. It's a simulated example that ships with TestStand. So if you have TestStand installed, you actually have access to it. So here we have a group of steps that I want to put into a subsequence, and that being the LTE test, the 802.11 BGN test, and then also an 802.11 AC test. And what these all have in common is that they're wireless RF connectivity test steps that I want to group together to simplify my sequence a little bit. So what I can do is I can select the bottom one and then shift click the top one, or alternatively, I can control click one at a time in order to highlight all of them at the same time. And then from there, I can right click, select new sequence from steps with preview. And what this is going to do is open up a new dialog window where I can create a subsequence from those steps. So I'm going to name it RF test, and I'm going to use the current sequence file for where I want to have it stored. And then I also want to delete local variables no longer used in the parent sequence. So if you have any variables that are associated with those test steps, well, this will automatically carry those over to the new subsequence, so you don't have to worry about deleting or transferring them over manually. I'm going to click OK. And then we now have a sequence call in place of those three steps. I'm going to rename it as well for clarity. I'm going to call it RF test. Okay, so now we have a subsequence that we just created. If we go to the sequences tab right next to the variables pane, we can see that we now have an RF test here. We can click it. If we're in our main sequence, we can also double click that step in order to get to the subsequence as well. And we can see that all three of those steps are there. So if I go back to my main sequence and I run the sequence, first it's going to pop up with a simulation dialog since this is a simulated example. So I can select which of the tests I want to pass or fail. I want them all to pass in this case, so I'll just click OK. I'm just going to run through. And when we get to that RF test here, it's going to call all of those test steps within that subsequence and then continue as normal. So this is essentially a way we can simplify our sequence and the test step calls as well. And it can make for a really easy way to be able to reuse those three steps in other areas or in other sequences rather than having to replace them around and have that clutter of those three steps. So it's a really great way to organize your sequences for long-term maintainability. Now, if you're interested in learning more, there's a link for a full guide on how to use subsequences as well as guided tutorials. So check that out if you're interested. That'll do it for this video. Thank you for watching.